Just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And here's a give to Spears. Runs through the contact, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This defense for the Bucs very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping to...
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Shedding through the defense. to about the 40-yard line. The Bucs at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Pass complete there to Nacua. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch them flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch them off guard. That's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. The Spears with another carry. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Look at this defense for Tampa Bay. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On third down, here's Spears. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. The big fella! They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Right back to Spears. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Tyjae Spears, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin, because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated viewers. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 9 now.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And he'll have it past midfield almost.
Before being taken down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Great. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Under pressure, they got him again. Like a freight train there, Derek Nowdy with a sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Cade York to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Phillips now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackmon's got it.
Pushing his way through. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A beautiful. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Tyjae Spears.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
They'll try and run it here. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Second and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd and 1.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Hand off to Spears.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Spears.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. 27 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run by Spears. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try and run it in. It's Richardson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa.
It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11.
That makes the score Vikings 26, Buccaneers 15.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
He'll return it from the 6. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They go play action here on first down. They're connecting here with DJ Chark. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. They'll set up to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Felix Anudike-Uzomah. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4.
70 Timberwolves.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. remaining.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Here we go, here we go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 run it, ooh, run it back.